Make It to Wednesday, the podcast that gets you through the week with laughs, real talk, and all the Gemini energy you didn't know you needed. We are your hosts, Carly and Karla, two best friends born a week apart, but somehow total opposites. Here, we dive into life's big questions, small wins, and messy moments. Think dating, marriage, family, pop culture, and everything in between. Whether you're thriving or just surviving, we're here to remind you you're not alone. So grab your coffee, your wine, or whatever gets you through, and let's make it to Wednesday together. Welcome back to Make It to Wednesday, a hump day podcast with your show host.
I'm Karla.
And I'm Carly, and we're glad you're here.
We're so glad you're here. What a great Wednesday.
What a great Wednesday, except...
It's not Wednesday right now.
It's not Wednesday right now. We're recording a little early.
Speaking it into existence that it's going to be a great Wednesday.
It's going to be a great Wednesday. We're going to make it there.
I'm trying to think what I'm doing Wednesday.
What are you doing today, though?
Today, it's podcast retreat weekend.
It's podcast retreat.
We've been drinking. Cheers. Those things look so pretty.
Pink drink and red drink. They don't look as pretty on camera as they do.
I know, I'm looking at it like...
Yeah, they're appetizing. Unlike the tequila.
Oh my God, we did tequila shots, and I don't know, maybe we'll post it. We'll see.
Karla took a video.
I like to have videos on my phone of the shots we take. I don't know, it's just like fun to go back and watch.
I think you thought I would have a hard time taking it, and then she had a hard time taking it.
I had the chills. So. It gave me the chills. Seriously. I was like, ugh.
You see Karla shake in the video, and you feel it. You feel every bad tequila shot you've ever had.
I just don't know why we do this to ourselves.
I don't.
Well,
I say no, and then I get peer pressured.
Well, it's tequila and podcast weekend. Retreat weekend.
We called it podcast and tequila weekend.
Technically, we do have to do tequila shots. We'll do more later.
But that said, it is podcast retreat weekend, and we've made some changes.
Yes.
Minimal changes, right?
Yeah.
But our first segment is what are you trying, what are you buying, and what's up?
Yeah.
And we're just going to call it Happy Crappy Recap of the Week.
Happy Crappy Weekly Recap.
Yeah.
Hap Crap Cap.
We're gonna workshop it.
I kind of like
Hap Crap Cap.
Just for short.
I can do it. I can say it.
I certainly can't.
I can say it. And how would you spell it? Spelling bee champion.
Like the actual HAP
CRAP
CAP. Hap Crap Cap.
Yep, you got this. And it's been good making some adjustments. So that's one of them. And the other, we love Pick Your Poison and we love playing games together, but we're going to slowly infuse some other games.
Yeah, we'll see. Let us know. Do you guys like Pick Your Poison? Also, if you like it, then we'll see. But
if everybody was like, no, that's my favorite segment.
But yeah.
My husband said, I could take it or leave it.
If you also could take it or leave it, just let us know.
Yeah.
What segments do you want to see?
Yeah.
And what segments are you hating?
Because Karla and I love to talk about anything and everything. So if you're
what we do, yeah.
We want a relationship segment, okay, we could do a separate one called that.
Isn't that every single one of them is a relationship?
Every single one has it. But if it needs to be a topic,
sure.
I would revamp it to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I can be organized.
Work for whatever. Just let us know,
Yeah. Okay, so Karla, what is your happy crappy recap for the week?
Crap cap. Let me think.
Yeah.
I know I didn't have anything planned. I had a long, busy week, if I'm being honest.
Tell us more about how come your week was so long and busy.
Your girlie was out. I was in these streets.
You were just in the streets.
No.
You were in the streets for someone that you could eventually get in the sheets with?
I don't know that I would
You were dating.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't know that I was in the streets with people I would get in the sheets with. But, I had a few dates this week. 4 dates, technically.
Yeah.
5 dates, technically. One I was asked not to talk about, so I won't. But
one you were asked not to talk about?
Saturday, Coachella date. I was asked not to talk about on this podcast.
Oh, okay. By the individual?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's nice that you
Yeah, I'm just being respectful.
Yeah.
I think.
But you can say you went on a date.
I went on a date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I won't say anything about it. It was a fun date. We went thrifting and then did Coachella.
Yeah.
It was nice.
That's really awesome.
It was nice.
And then did you take a break on Sunday?
I took a break Sunday. I needed that break. I don't know what I did on Sunday. I was just thinking I had such a busy week, but what the fuck did I do on Sunday?
I'm trying to think.
I don't think I did anything. I was at my house.
You ignored me for this weekend, so I think you were at your house.
I didn't. Don't say
it's okay.
that.
It's okay. I'm not offended by it anymore.
Okay.
Anymore.
Sure. But then Monday I went on a date. Went to Fulton Street Pub. For those, if you know, you know. It's around the corner from my house, so that's why I chose that place. I could walk, and I did walk.
Yeah.
whatever. It's fine.
It was a date.
Yeah, it was a date. His name, let's call him, I don't know.
I don't even remember his real name.
Totally. Let's call him Ben.
Okay.
Whatever.
Sounds great. Ben on Monday.
Ben was on Monday, and I think we both kind of left that date like, I don't feel like this is going to work out. Like, he's very much a country boy. He lives up by you, so like.
Okay. Oh, that's the one who lives up this way.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And so like.
He
hunts. He's literally turkey hunting this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm like,
just not.
Just like, no, we don't match. So,
ill suited to be a match.
And we both said that. I mean, it was, he yeah.
What else did he say?
It was a nice time, good conversation. Yeah. But we both were like, I mean, I don't know who kind of led the conversation. I don't feel like I led it. Maybe I did. Maybe I brought it up. I don't know. And I was like, do you feel like this will ever work out? Could this ever be a thing? And he was like, we are very different. Mm-hmm. And we are so different. Yeah. And I was like, I would agree with that. Yeah. He was like, maybe friends.
Yeah, but we're not like dating to make friends right now.
Yeah, yeah. So like,
yeah, if we were, we'd be on a friendship site.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not.
Right.
He also, like, the next day, I told him about the podcast, and I was like, yeah, if you don't want me to mention you, I won't. He's like, you're fine. I don't mind. I like when people talk about me in a positive light.
Okay.
Who said I was going to do that?
That's like crazy. When people talk about me. Like, he just assumed.
Yeah.
So he thought he presented himself in the best way possible on this date.
Yeah, and I'm sure he did. Whatever.
Yeah. Were there any weird quirks or anything?
A few.
Okay.
He like, I mean, not weird, just like
unique to him.
Sure. He'd like, I don't. He did like a weird thing with his lip. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay.
It was like
more like a tick that he had versus like bringing cutlery.
Yeah, the cutlery thing will never be topped. You can't top the cutlery, honestly.
Can't top cutlery.
But, yeah, it was fine. I don't feel like we'll ever... Well, we actually technically have plans for... If you're listening to this right now, we have plans for tomorrow, Thursday. But, yeah.
Wait, what?
We have plans for Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm realizing I have to cancel those plans because we have plans on Thursday.
Oh, we have plans Thursday.
So, like, sorry,
Benjamin.
You might have to cancel. Reschedule, not cancel.
Yeah, reschedule. So that was Monday. And then what was Tuesday?
Tuesday, I went to drinks with a man named...
The name I was calling him, was that his real name?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Darren,
sure.
Yeah.
Darren, and we went to the Greenwell, which is the place where my ex-boyfriend works. Or
the man with the offensive last name.
I think he got fired, so I don't think he works there anymore. Sorry. But, and we just like sat at the bar, chatted. He's got a Boston Terrier dog. And I was like, obsessed.
He's fairly attractive.
He's very attractive. Yeah. I think he's super, super good looking.
I'd love to see a picture of him at some point.
We'll follow up with me after this. I'll send you a picture or show you a picture. He is super athletic. He like plays soccer. He also is a poet, which, okay.
Did he read you one of his poems?
I have read some of his poetry before. Before the date, he had sent me some because I requested it. So.
Oh yeah.
Like.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, it's like when you requested a song and someone gave it to you and you were like, let's play it on the podcast. More than one person.
But it was good. He kept talking about how he's so different though. Like, and to me, like,
I forgot that Darren was the one that did that.
I just like can't with that. What do you mean you're different?
Like he was trying to convince you that he's not like other people.
Yeah, he's not like other guys. Literally every man says that to me.
But like also what's wrong with being like other guys, right?
I completely agree. Like unless you're assuming that every person is a bad person except you, like what's wrong with being...
It's like Natasha Bedingfield's song, Most Girls.
No, sing it for us.
Most girls are smart and strong and whatever. I don't know what she says in Beautiful.
I've never heard the song.
You have.
No, I haven't. I promise I've never heard the song.
We'll listen to it after this. Sure. Beautiful song, but it's about how, like, what's wrong with being like most girls, right?
Like
I want to be most girls.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. I do that song. Completely agree. And then I would ask him, like, what makes you so different? Like, why are you different? And Carly...
Was he left-handed?
He's left-handed. That's one of the reasons he told me. And I said... My brother's left-handed. That's not that crazy.
My best friend can shoot baskets left-handed. Like, she plays basketball with her left hand.
You?
That's me.
I didn't know that.
I've been practicing this week. Wait, let me do a hair flip. My kids say that I'm the GOAT at basketball. It's no big deal.
Toss.
It's no big deal.
Yeah, you are.
So,
Did you say the GOAT?
Yeah. That's what they tell me. It's so nice. But then they try and get me out.
Of course.
So that was Tuesday with Darren. You met someone else on Tuesday as well. Carla's had a lot of interesting things
I totally
this week.
forgot about that. He literally texted me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I was walking. So I've been doing this thing where I walk to work. It's a 20-minute walk.
Love that.
The weather's gorgeous. No issues.
Yep.
Gets my steps in.
Yeah.
Perfect. On
Tuesday.
Yeah. We had a work event, like it was like the citywide art show.
Yeah.
It was like downtown at the one of the like the Western Michigan building. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like by Pepino's. And so I walked there.
Okay.
Because I didn't bring my car, so I had to walk, which it was down the street. It wasn't that crazy. And then I walked home. On my walk home, I ran into this man. I didn't
Not
run
like
into him.
physically ran into him, but saw him.
He was walking ahead of me. We got stopped at the same light.
Yep.
And I was like, hey, did you know that your backpack is open? He was like, no, I didn't know that. And so I just closed his backpack for him.
Yeah.
And then I actually had just finished listening to your audio message for that day. And so I was like, I was talking. Because when I listen to your messages, I'm talking.
Respond.
Yeah, like
I do too.
in person.
Yep.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you on the phone?" I was like, "No, I'm listening to an audio message. It's like totally fine."
And responding in live time.
Yeah, and he said, "I love your outfit. Your vibe is cute." And I said, "Thank you so much."
That's kind.
That's so nice. And he was like, "Where are you heading from?" I'm like, "I'm coming home from work." He's like, "Oh, are you a student?" And I was like, no.
Thank you.
Yeah, do you think I'm a student? Do I look 21? I said, thank you so much. Actually, my coworker found out how old I was, and she was like, you are? I would have guessed 25.
Oh my God, that's
thank you
so sweet.
Much, Suze. Like, that's
really
so nice.
That's
25
really
is crazy,
sweet.
But thank you so much. I'll take it.
That's a lot younger.
Relax.
Plus, we got carded at Lion's Den.
You know, I got carded at every single bar I went to this week. Isn't that crazy? Even one I've been to like 4 times.
You're on fire.
I'm literally so young.
You're so young. You're so young. So, okay, backpack dude.
Yeah, backpack dude. He was wearing a backpack. Sorry. Yeah. And he was walking.
So he just like went
for a walk. He was out and about. He lives downtown. We just happened to be walking down the same street. And he's like, basically he just started like chatting. He asked for my number. I gave him my number.
Sorry, you brushed over that really quick. He asked for your number, so you gave him your number.
Is that crazy? What was I supposed to do in that situation?
You met this man on the sidewalk.
Yeah, but
he already asks where you're like headed, where you're coming from. Mm-hmm. You're right. What's the difference?
Yeah.
I've done worse with strangers.
And I also feel like like if I had said, well, I was going to say no, I'm not going to say no. He could throw me off the bridge. He could
murder you.
He could literally push me off this bridge right now.
Were you on a bridge together, just the two
bridge,
of you?
Like the Fulton Street Bridge.
That's where you say, thank you so much for asking. I'm really flattered. I'm actually getting engaged this weekend.
We had already discussed it like I wasn't. Like he asked me if I had a man, and I said, no, I said, where's your girl?
Oh.
It was one of those. He's like, where's your man's not walking you home? And I said, where's your girl? Your girl's not walking you home?
Like, so you hit on him?
He started it. He was cute. Whatever.
You gave him your number.
Gave him my number.
And what happened after you got home 20 minutes later?
We parted ways. And I was like 5 minutes from my house. I get home. He said, he texted me and said, let me know when you make it home. And I was like, and then I got home, and then like 5 minutes later.
So you texted him?
I said, thank you for checking. I made it home. Thank you so much for checking.
Yeah.
And he said, cool. You want to FaceTime?
You want to FaceTime?
I want to FaceTime. I just got home.
You just got home.
I just saw you.
And you told him you were going on a date that night.
I didn't say date.
Oh, okay.
Of course not. Hello.
I'm meeting up with somebody.
Yeah, I have dinner. I was like, I have dinner plans. Right. I'm like about to head out to dinner, but I'm like, I'll give you a call when I get home.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, what time do you go to bed? Usually like 10.
Where are you coming from? Where are you going? What time do you go to bed?
Okay, I can see, like, in hindsight, it does sound crazy. Like, it does sound a little...
And now he has her number, her real number.
Totally.
Not my number.
I don't have my, like, Google... Because he texted me.
Right then and there.
Yeah, so, like, he would have known that I gave him a fake number.
That's true.
So, like, yikes.
Ooh.
Yikes.
I'm getting anxiety over this. It's too much.
But yeah, he texted me, and so I was like, yeah, I'm heading out right now. I'll try and call you when I get home. Yeah. I didn't. Like, of course I didn't. What the fuck? Oh my God. That's crazy.
That's Backpack Boy. So he has a name? You know his name?
I do know his name.
Okay.
We can call him Michael, whatever.
Michael.
It's not his real name.
Backpack
obviously.
Boy is Michael. Got this.
Yeah, so we have Michael, we have Darren, and we have Ben.
And we have Saturday night, who we're not talking about.
Yeah.
And then
on Wednesday.
Comes Wednesday.
This sounds so awful. I promise, like... This is an abnormal week for me. This is like
it was
really like normally I'm like not.
I'm so impressed with you.
Thank you. I'm exhausted.
Of course you are. How could you not be? If you said I'm like ready to go to the next date, I'd slap you.
No. I need to take a break. I do a date tomorrow night, but then Wednesday I went on a date with this man who we'll call Richard. Just because it's very similar to his actual name. Not actually, but like same vibes.
Okay.
Richard is a trombone player.
And did you know this before the date?
No, I would have. Okay. But you know what though? Like because I was in band, I can look at someone and tell like they were in band. And I can also usually tell like
you look like
what
you have
instrument they
trombone
play.
lips.
Yeah, not lips. What the fuck?
How do you know? Like, what would you think I played in band?
Did you play anything in band?
Yeah. You didn't know this?
Did you play clarinet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then bass clarinet.
Yeah, you look like a clarinet player, so I would have guessed that.
Yeah.
That's why I did guess that, actually. See?
Fuck you.
See, that's not a bad thing. Kendra played clarinet.
Yeah, but like to say that you knew, I told you.
I don't think I ever knew that you were in band.
I think I told you.
You didn't. Mm-hmm. You didn't.
What's the other instrument I played?
Guitar.
Yeah, you knew that one.
I did know that one, yeah.
So Wednesday night, Richard,
we went to a bar, Caesar's Pub, down the street from, not down the street, but like
nearby.
Far. We were supposed to go to West Side Social, but it was like a 20-minute wait, and I was like,
no thanks, yeah.
I'm hungry, so.
Plus, like, it's a first date, and like the wait.
What are you supposed to do? I know. I would have literally waited in my car until he got his table. Yeah. Because I'm like, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
Hello?
Just stand there together. And
yeah, like.
We don't know each other well enough to hold hands or to like exchange side glances or.
Yeah, we did hold hands actually during that date. Now that I think about it, not like it was just like a.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So Richard and I, we were at Caesar's Pub, got some drinks, got food. Plays the trombone.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what's like some fun things about him. I really don't have anything.
Are you going to go on another date with him? That's the important question.
He's not good at texting.
Okay.
He did mention that though. He's like, I'm not great at texting. I prefer a phone call. And I said,
oh, as long as it's not that he doesn't want to communicate.
Yeah, it's just.
That's a problem if you're not communicating consistently.
Yeah.
I see you.
I do hate that. Whatever. It's fine. Yikes. So yeah, Richard. Oh my god, I almost said his name. That was really crazy.
Rhonda,
exactly. What else about him? He's very dangerously close to having a unibrow. I will say that.
Really? Okay.
Really, really close to having a unibrow. I had to like double check a few times just to make sure.
Yeah. If it had like conjoined or like merged.
It wasn't. It was close. And it wasn't. He's got lighter color hair, so it wasn't like.
There's plenty of people who have unibrows who like it's not like whatever, I guess.
No, shave it. Like there's no real reason for that to happen. Like honestly,
I'm not judging.
I am. A unibrow, really? Fix it. It's like not that hard.
It's not that hard. You're right.
I also didn't love his outfit, if I'm being honest. He wore like a polo.
Ooh. Oh, that makes sense.
I like I don't love a polo.
What do you prefer a man to wear on a first date?
The outfit that Darren wore. He's like a t-shirt and jeans and like some cute chukka boots.
Cute.
So cute.
Then I hope you're wearing cute boots on a first date.
Like not like Uggs, but like chukkas. You know what I mean? Like cute boots. You know
what did you say again?
Chukka?
Okay.
No? You know what they are.
Okay.
So Richard was wearing like a polo, some jeans, and like some fancy dress shoes. And I was like,
and we like that look. That's nice.
Okay. I don't love a polo.
Was wearing that.
Yeah.
Darren was wearing the regular shirt. So you're saying polo shirt, no, regular shirt, yes.
It was like a nice fitted. I mean, he looked good in it.
Fitted like where you,
like that definitely helped.
And he's more muscular, right?
Yeah. He's more filled out. He's like a personal trainer.
That's
So you can see how like that's not going to work out. And
yeah.
That relationship is like not going to be a thing. But like,
let's put a pin in that. I got some things to say on that later.
You think about what?
Just like my opinion
about the personal trainer.
Fun to have like a personal trainer.
No, totally. Yeah. Just not to date. What do you mean? Like I'm not gonna
know. Okay, so then Thursday.
Thursday was the best date. Best date, of course.
Catching up with an old friend.
Yeah,
right?
So I caught up with my good Judy, Delaney Joe.
I love that.
She had just caught up on the podcast too. So
Delaney Joe, thanks for listening.
Yeah, we love you.
Love you.
Truly. We went to this random ass restaurant by her house, called Cheers. Whatever. It's cute. And we just like caught up. We were there for like 4 or 5 hours. It was so good. Carly, it was so good to me, like to hang out with her.
Yeah.
We spent like, so you guys don't know this, but like she and I were roommates at one point after college. Well, like my senior year of college into
post college. Yeah.
And then we took some time apart. We lived separately. And then we came back. We became roommates again during COVID, or like just before COVID. Yeah, 2019.
Okay. So when I met you two, she was living with you again. So you had lived together before.
Yeah.
Then didn't, and then the second.
Yeah, the second time when we lived with Matt. Yeah. And so we spent so much time. Like we even, like our pivotal moments of life together were so fun. We did like everything together.
I love that.
And so like to get to hang out with her again, like was so
and remember all of that.
Yeah, just like reminisce and just like catch up and hear how her life is going. She's doing such incredible things. She's so fun.
Yeah.
I meant to tell you this. She's having a show. She called it Carelesque, by the way. I knew we were kind of confused about the name. So Delaney Jo, my friend Delaney Jo, does karaoke burlesque shows at a local bar here.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, just like a quick plug, August 10th, I believe, is her next show.
What day of the week is that?
It's a Sunday. It's always on a Sunday.
Can we go?
I'm down. I already put it in my calendar.
Can we put it? Will you remind me to put it in mine?
I'll put it in the Google Calendar.
Okay. August 10?
August 10, I think. Whatever that Sunday is around there.
Anybody else that wants to go with us?
Yeah.
If we have friends listening, let's
group.
go.
Yeah, it's so
Carelesque,
fun. It's just like this cool community she started. Like, I feel like she started it. She says she didn't, but
she did.
I didn't know anything about it before.
Until her. Yeah.
And it's just like amateur people getting their start doing burlesque dancing.
Love that.
So fun. She's so cool. She's so talented.
Love that.
But yeah, so that was my best date of the week.
Okay.
My girly, Delaney Jo.
Aww.
So fun.
And then from there, we moved into podcast weekend.
And now this is my second best. No, I'm kidding.
That's fine. You can say second best.
I mean, just because I see you regularly and I don't see her often.
Yeah,
which,
like our best has to be like pretty above and beyond.
Our best be?
A vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need that.
We've been through a lot together.
Isn't that crazy?
Like, it's kind of, when I think about it, I'm like, wow, because I feel like we still grow as friends all the time.
Yeah.
And yet, like, we've done a lot of shit
some
together.
Really, really fun times, some really low times as well. Not like with us, but like
with
low
things
times
going on in our lives.
Yeah.
Death,
crazy. Yeah.
Boyfriends, dumping, divorce, marriage. Like, whew. Yeah.
Ooh, my drink is so strong.
Is it?
Yeah, it's making me sick.
Well, it turns out the more you drink, the less strong it gets.
Is that true?
Yeah, because I'm drunk now.
Oh, so perfect. Okay, good to know. Take note of that for when we cut this podcast off.
Future me.
So those are my happies. Not crappy.
No, there's a lot of happy.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I bought something.
What'd you buy? We talk about cutting out trying and buying.
I know, but I forgot to tell you this because we went to Lowe's today because we're hardware girlies and we just like.
I love a trip to Lowe's on the weekend when it's sunny. Like, how can you not?
And everybody was there, so that was fun.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Myra was equally as busy, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah.
Thank you for running in.
Of course,
because I was not gonna.
I needed those peanut butter balls. That's really the real.
I needed the migraine meds. So
you feel better?
Thank you. Yeah, I've forgotten about it. It's still there, but it's like gone, sort of. Anyways,
I bought.
What'd you buy?
So this summer, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
I
bought seedlings.
Oh, seedlings?
I don't know.
How's
what's
that
the
different
difference?
than seeds?
I don't know. I just have no idea.
What kind of seeds?
Babe's gonna be like, again. I do this every year. I'm gonna grow zucchini.
Where the fuck are you growing zucchini?
On the side of my house where there's already like I think mint growing. Not that I planted it. I didn't put it there, but it smells like mint, so I assume it was mint. Or
what side is
not
it,
mint.
though?
Basil.
What side?
The side that
like when you're looking at the front porch, right or left?
It's on my side.
The left side. Oh.
Yeah.
You could put in some little like flower beds too.
I could. Whatever.
Why?
I just want a couple of zucchini to last me.
We can plant some here too, if you'd like. Just as backup.
Every year I buy seeds. I think last year I bought bell pepper.
Yeah.
And they're still sitting on my counter.
They'd probably be fine. I know most people are liking it.
I'm going to plant, but this is the year.
Do you want to put them here?
Maybe.
Half of them again? Yep. We'll do half.
Okay, I'm fine with that. So if you're listening to this, hold me accountable. Babe, I know you're...
Is she gardening?
I literally do this every year. She gets mad at me every year when I buy these seeds because I'm like, I never fucking do this. But this is the year
doing it.
I'm going to buy. I'm going to grow my own produce.
This is the year I'm going to have a garden.
This is the year I'm going to have a garden. I don't own a place, by the way. Like, I'm just like renting. This man's going to be like...
So
why
what?
Are you growing
your neighbors always do whatever they want. Why can't you?
Yeah, that's true. My new neighbors moved in. I don't know if I mentioned it in the podcast yet. But
you did mention it, but you hadn't met them yet.
Yeah, I did meet her.
Yeah.
I love her.
She's great. Turns out there's no problems between she and Karla.
I'm good now, yeah.
And the reason there are no problems is what?
She's very good looking.
She's very good
looking girl. Mm-hmm. So like it just changes things, you know?
Forgiveness comes more easily. If you're looking for forgiveness for something, just
like
be
you just
hot.
like have to be attractive. Sorry. Yeah. Just kidding.
It's so awful.
That's awful. No, I'm kidding.
But Karla did meet her. She is attractive.
Yeah, she's young though.
But there were some issues last week, I would say.
Yeah. Somebody moved in into her. This is my crappy, actually. 100%. This is my crappy.
Yeah.
Either her brother and his partner and child moved in. Some people moved in.
People be moving in.
And they blocked my car into the driveway for definitely all day Monday. And I had to ask to get out on Monday because I needed to go to the post office.
Yep.
And then I came home and my car was I couldn't get in. So I just parked on the street.
Yeah.
Hate.
That's really shitty though.
Yeah.
If it's a duplex and you can pull in and park like on two sides.
Yeah.
Clearly one person gets one side, one person
gets
the other side.
One apartment gets one.
Yeah.
Now, there's a vehicle there that has like two flat tires.
It's still there.
It's still there. Like right now, it's still there. Like it's not going anywhere.
And for what fucking purpose?
Where's it gonna go? It's got flat tires.
Did they tow it there or did it get flat when it was there?
I wish I had known. Like I didn't even see it come. I just like walked out my door one day and there was just like a car with flat tires.
Huh.
What the fuck?
Huh. That's strange.
Yeah. But she still parks. Like I mean, there's room for at least two cars.
Yeah.
But like she has people over, and so like when her people come over, they're like blocking my car in, and I'm like,
do they think it's like a one person house, like a house?
And they do that. Why would you still block someone else's stuff? Like,
yeah, that's
people
true.
Gotta get out either way. What do you move? Like move.
Maybe
Hello?
she tells people you can park behind my car, and they don't know.
Well, her car is the one blocking my trash can, so don't even get me started.
So that was your kind of crappy.
Yeah, until I met her. Now I'm like, she's the love
all
of my
is
life.
Forgiven. She's the love of my life.
No, I'm
Papa
kidding.
Smith's not going to pay for that wedding.
Yeah, true. Kidding, Dad. Just be ready. My $100,000 wedding is coming eventually.
Love
that.
that.
Right man's. If you know anyone who's single and like looking and like you feel like we'd be a good match.
Yeah, that's the important part. Not just like single.
Oh, okay. If they have money, that changes things as well.
I know someone who has money and that doesn't change it for you with them.
Who?
I'm not saying his name on this podcast.
Money that doesn't change things for me. Say it. Start with the name. Oh, that man that you dated?
Yeah.
No
interest. But I didn't date him.
You did date him.
I didn't date him.
How could you say that?
Did not date him.
You went on dates with him.
I went on one date with him.
Okay. Sure. Whatever. We've made a
Can't
thing.
Breathe when I think about him.
Like we have a thing where like we don't hook up with the same people.
Do we have that thing?
I have that thing. Do you not have that thing?
We've never talked about that. I mean,
I feel like
I'm not hooking up like now, but you're saying
like I'm not interested in anyone you've hooked up with.
Okay.
Obviously.
That changes things. That takes away like a few
everybody you know, I'm sure. Like you don't know single people and that's fine.
I know.
Just like but like no. Just like you don't know single men. Like you don't have single friends.
Right.
So like
I mean, I have some.
Name two.
Men or women?
Women. I don't want women. Hello?
Paul.
That man from last summer. No. Thank you so much, though.
We're just going to stop there.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Moving on. What's your happy, crappy cap?
So I'm really happy with how I got to spend my Thursday night. And that was Jason took the kids roller skating, really. Discount skating night. And they really love it now that they've gone one time. They think it's such a treat. So Jason takes the boys. It's boys' night. And
cute.
Yeah. They take their like money, wallets, coin pouches, whatever, and they can play video games. They skate. If they want extra food and drinks while they're there, because we do dinner ahead of time, they can buy their own. Like, we get them in and get their skates and all the stuff for skating, and if they want extras, that's up to them. They can. They have to pay for it. So it's kind of teaching them that, like, things do cost.
Yeah, the value of money.
Yeah, the value of money. That's a great way to say it. And so when he took them, I had a nice little night. Listen, I smoked a little. I gardened a little.
Love.
I played with the dog. I filled up one of the little kiddie pools for the dog, threw the ball with him, and just like vibed at home outside.
What a lovely evening.
It was so great. I'm still sore.
Yeah.
Well, I did work outside again for a little bit on Friday because the weather was good. Jason was sick. So
yeah, that's right.
My crappy was Jason woke up Friday, and when he gets sick, like truly sick, he gets sick.
Yeah.
It's like terrifying. Like I kind of want to take him to the doctor. Terrifying.
Maybe we can make an appointment for both of you.
Maybe. We'll talk about it later. So yeah, I put him night night on the couch downstairs because it's cool down here, and I went outside and took care of a few things because when I get stressed, I have to do things that make me feel in control and like good, and like nothing that I actually had to do made me feel good.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go outside and do things that make me feel good.
Obsessed.
And I did, but now I don't feel so great because my thighs hurt, and
yeah,
I was like squatting and like I was sweating so hard I was dripping sweat onto my sunglasses.
Oh
I was
God.
in my like sports bra swimsuit thing, some little shorts, and I'm just sweating my ass off, trimming down bushes, stacking wood, moving our wood pile, just doing a lot of outdoor shit, you know, planting, digging up stuff, taking loads of crap to the back, like all the weeds and dead shit I pulled up. I was busy. I was a busy girl.
You got shit done.
I got shit done. Listen, I needed to do it. And I was like, I could quit and I could go sit on my ass, or it's a nice day. I can't guarantee that it's going to be nice. And it wasn't. Like today, it was in the 50s. Yeah. At, you know, we had my kiddo's soccer game and it was fucking freezing.
Yeah, we were soccer moms today.
It was so nice.
It was nice. It was fun.
Yeah. So yeah, my happy is gardening right now. I got the gardening, like the beds, the flower beds kind of done, kind of made a plan for like the 3-tiered beds we have. We have a garden area and I know where I'm putting that. Now I got to get the garden ready.
Would you say you have a green thumb?
No.
Really?
I've had to try at it.
Oh, okay. Sure.
You know what? Let me say this a different way. I think that I have to try it at kind of like cooking, but then I realize like when I cook and the fact that I don't measure stuff and Jason's like, how do you know? And I'm like, I don't know, just do it till it feels right. Oh. The more I do that with stuff, the more I realize I'm not as bad at it as I think I am.
Yeah.
And that's the same for gardening.
Okay.
What's buzzing? Is that your phone?
That is my phone.
That's annoying.
Yeah, sorry. I can't. Does that mean it's not recording?
Don't know.
Should we stop and
we'll find out? Nope.
Okay. We'll keep going.
How the fuck is it buzzing?
I'm also confused by that because I didn't get a single notification on my phone, on my watch.
That's weird. And it wasn't mine, I don't think.
Oh, it was for sure mine. I heard it was buzzing for like 45 minutes. Sorry. Anyways.
What if it's important? What if someone's trying to like emergency call you?
Who would it be?
I don't know.
Hello?
Who would have an emergency? Okay.
Moving back.
I've had a nice week. I'm ready for summer with my kids. You know what I did the other day? That was really nice? Jason had to work late. Mm-hmm. I think he was actually out and about, like traveling.
Okay.
And what was I making? Taco night. It was Tuesday. It was taco night. And I needed one of the kids to help me, you know, with the beef and like browning it and doing all that. And then I said, if you guys want to be in the kitchen, I'll teach you how to use the sharp knives and we can start doing stuff. And my youngest, so oldest, was doing the beef, browning, you know, and chopping that up and doing all the things, putting seasoning and water. And he was so excited he could do that. And then littlest and I were across at the island. I gave him the sharpest knife and I showed him how we were going to cut jalapenos in half, scoop them out, de-seed them, and slice them and chop them into little pieces. And he did great.
Yay.
He was so proud of himself. And finally he goes, I think I'm done after like 3 of them. I was like, yep, I'll get the last one. That's fine.
Okay. Cute.
He did great. So I'm really looking forward to this summer with them.
Just to like do more things like that.
Yeah, because on the weeks, I mean, I'm working part-time, and on the weeks that they're here, I'm going to be working on life skills with them.
Love.
Yeah.
What's like one life skill you feel like they need?
Cooking and gardening.
Gardening is not a life skill they need, but...
I think it is.
Okay.
Because our goal is to appreciate where food comes from.
Sure.
More.
That's different than like...
Yeah. But like end of the world times, what if they got a garden?
If the end of the world is here, they're not going to be able to garden. Hello? What do you mean?
We're going to live through it.
Okay, not me.
So that's happy and crappy and what's up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Not right now.
Love to see it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. We're still doing Listen Bitch.
We are still doing Listen Bitch.
That's still a segment. Yeah, I want to move into it.
Okay, I feel like
the cards are calling to me this week. I mean, no, I can still
like,
pick, but you hand me a stack. I don't know.
Is that what you said? When you say the cards are calling to you, what does that mean?
It's going to be a good one this week, is what I mean.
I'm nervous. Like,
no,
I feel like it's
you're pulling the right one. I feel it. Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure. All black one, and you love to see it.
Ooh.
But you hate it. Okay.
No, I really like it. Listen, bitch. Take some time to enjoy the things you worked hard for.
Ooh. I like that. Take some time to enjoy the things you worked hard for.
Yeah, listen, bitch.
What's something you feel like you've worked hard for recently?
I mean, hell, even doing this podcast.
I 100% was going to say the same thing. I was going to 1,000% say that same thing.
We're going from even meeting for podcast retreat and saying, I understand stuff more now than I did.
Yeah.
It is a little bit nerve-wracking and terrifying to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
And to say, we're going to fucking try it. But now, like, let's take time to enjoy it. We're making changes now.
Yeah.
To a podcast we started. What are we on? Episode
18.
18.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh my God. Insane. We made it to 18.
Yeah. We're adults. We're legally.
My God.
This podcast is legal.
This podcast is legal. I mean, don't like write that down because I don't know that it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've done this podcast for 18 weeks. We've come a long way, I feel like.
Yeah.
We've gained some following.
Yeah.
I would say.
We've met some new people along the way, like engaged with new people. Like I've even met your friends who are like, I feel like I know you.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It's fun. This has been for sure the highlight of my year.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
I love that.
Like, it's been good.
We've come together for 18 Wednesdays.
All of us have. Isn't that crazy?
All of us.
We've got like a family.
It's so precious. I really do truly appreciate everybody that's listened. And I think, take some time to enjoy the things you worked hard for.
Do you feel like you enjoy doing this?
I do.
Yeah.
There are things about it that, like, I get overwhelmed sometimes. Sure. And when my head is in the wrong headspace and I'm trying to push myself to, like, whatever it is, be decisive, be creative, and I'm just not there.
Yeah.
And actually, I found this note that I wrote the other day. I was talking to my boss about how sometimes the brain and the body want to swing the pendulum too far, right? Like, that doesn't taste any better, does it?
No, it's actually worse.
But like, when you're at work and you're working on a project that takes all of your creative brain and you're asked really fast after you've been in creative space for an hour to do something that's like very focused and task related quickly.
Yeah.
It takes a while to switch. But at the same point in time, you know that you need to switch at times. And I think I've been really task based a lot. Like I need to learn, I need to do versus like I need to create. And so I'm doing, and I've talked to my boss about like what she calls it is opposite thinking to avoid burnout.
Okay.
And part of me hasn't been in creative space enough.
Okay.
And like even when I was gardening and I said, I need to use all this shit in the garage that I haven't used. And like, what am I waiting on? A rainy day to like say this is useful?
Okay.
And like I just used all that the other day. And it's kind of like with the podcast, we're getting a chance to learn new skills, right?
Yeah.
Teach an old dog new tricks, but also play in a space that I don't get to play in much. Okay. Like tech, but creative tech.
Yeah. And
it's totally different than anywhere I've been in the past few years.
Yeah, that's very true.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah?
It does.
Okay.
It does.
So like to enjoy the hard work, it's a different kind of joy on a different kind of journey than I've been on.
Different kind of joy on a different kind of journey. I love that. A different kind of joy on a different kind of journey.
Than I've ever been on. Yeah.
That's really great. That's really great.
Even like something as simple as this, right? Talking about paint color for the podcast.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the paint color, by the way?
It's called Calm Cupid.
It's like a cute purple grayish.
Yeah, like what would you even, I don't know, but it's like, it presents almost like a pinky purple.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a tiny swatch. Like,
all.
yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah. But it's not going to be, totally dramatic, but just for the walnut to be this like white.
She hates the white, y'all.
I hate it. I need color. Like,
that's so funny.
I don't know if I ever said on the podcast what happened down here. That it flooded.
Oh, yeah. No, you did not.
My basement flooded a couple years back when I was like single and, parenting and working full time and all this shit. And like one day the basement flooded.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a really difficult time. Mm-hmm. I was going through a lot and God bless my mom. Betty, you are truly the bee's knees.
A little heroine.
Yeah. Truly. In my story, she is my number one.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I don't know that she knows that.
Oh, that's really sad.
Like,
Mom,
I mean, I tell her how much I love her. But like, yeah, I want to be my mom. Who feels more blessed than the person that cares so much about the person that raised them that can say, I want to be like that,
Yeah.
Ugh, gonna get all emotional. Anyways, sorry, I'm done.
No, you're fine.
But she came here and like sprung into action and was like, Well, and that was when she was still working at the kennel. My mom worked at a grooming and boarding facility. She ran it for a number of years and was in the process of selling it. So she's the one that actually, she was a badass. She is a badass. And she just said, I'm going to bring fans over and I'm going to come over and like, we need something to cut that carpet up, but we're going to drag it outside. And holy fuck, I couldn't have done that day without her. But I bought a 5-gallon thing of paint, white, put it on the walls.
And it's been here ever
since. I've regretted it ever since. I still haven't put trim down here either. Whatever.
Who gives a fuck, yeah.
But listen, bitch, take some time to enjoy the things you worked hard for, and that resonates in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got that.
I'm very tipsy.
Carla's tolerance is very, very low.
Yeah,
so
it wasn't always.
Sorry.
If you know. I could throw back in the day.
Here's the thing, though. Being like joining us for the podcast is like being with your friends having a drink. Like, that's all we ever need.
I wish we had said this at the beginning.
Yeah,
grab a drink. Drink with us.
Pause us. Go have a drink.
Go grab a drink. Yeah, take a shot.
If it's morning when you're listening, like get some coffee.
It probably will be. Yeah, the drink can be coffee, or it can be water.
But if you're not going to work, like grab whatever the hell you want.
It's a Wednesday. Who's not going to work?
Some people.
Yeah,
I'm going to grandma's.
I'm going to work. Well, technically, I'm going to work. Oh, I just remembered I work on Monday. Hello? Why was I making plans to have a sleepover? That's crazy.
Why not? We're going to talk about that later.
Yeah, sorry.
Carla made plans to have a sleepover.
Not like a... Okay, yeah, well.
No big deal. Nuna on Wednesday, I didn't mention this, but it was lovely seeing my grandma.
I love your audio messages after you leave there. It's always so cute.
She's precious.
Yeah.
Like, it's always hard to muster up the courage to go see someone in your life who is aging when you know they will never... They're always going to be regressing.
Yeah.
Like they're at that point that they're tipping, that they're not like learning new skills, but they have their memories, and it's phenomenal talking about them. But it's always scary to go because it's like, what if today is a bad day?
Yeah.
But you know what? Never know. You just need to be there and show up for them in whatever way that is.
I can't express enough how incredible it is that you are there. Like, I literally feel like I haven't seen my grandmother in probably 2 or 3 years.
Really?
And there's no real reason for that. Like, I could have.
But you know what? Which grandmother is it for you?
Yeah, it's mom's mom.
Mom's mom.
Like, that's a little harder. But, yeah. I mean, she's the only grandparent I have left, so there's like really no excuse. But she's also like rapidly declining. Was that?
The dogs are upstairs
Can
fighting.
You guys hear that?
Yeah. She is rapidly declining.
Not
you said right, like she doesn't know.
Yeah, like she won't recognize me if I see her. So like,
yeah,
what's the point?
I don't know. But like, she also might appreciate a visit.
She would for sure appreciate. But I mean, my dad still goes to visit. Like, it's not like she's not like alone.
If I go with, can we tell her I'm one of the grandkids?
I don't think she
would be like, to have a white grandchild.
No, because she's got Ashley. Like, technically, Ashley is her daughter-in-law. Or I'm sorry, granddaughter, right? Granddaughter-in-law.
Through marriage. Yeah, grand.
Right? What is the
granddaughter-in-law?
Right?
Listen, ask me this when I'm sober. Literally. Ask me when I'm sober.
What's that song called? Call Me When You're Sober?
I don't know.
Is it Evanescence?
Do I know it? Oh.
I'm such a punk
I go to Call Me Maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When you hear Call Me, you think...
Call Me Maybe.
Okay, I guess I probably would too, actually.
But I think of like when she sings that on the cartoon.
No. The cartoon.
Hold on. You love it too.
I love it too. Let me think.
Hold on.
Maybe.
They audition. The animals audition.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Sing. I do love it. You're right. You're right.
I knew you did.
Good job. Really good job.
All right. Let's move out of Listen, Bitch. Let's move into our topic for this week.
Yeah. So last week we talked about Carly went through her list of things she wanted to do in 2024.
I didn't do.
She didn't do it. We thought it would be, well, she did some. I wouldn't say that. You did some. We went tubing. You read some books.
Yeah, we did a few things.
The hiking. You know what I mean? So we thought it would be fun to each bring, would you say 5?
You could say 5. I might read 7.
Okay, do 7.
Okay.
We'll do a list of 15 things.
15?
Because you said 7. I can probably, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, total? Yeah.
12. I can do 12. Let's do top 10. Let's do 10.
I'm just going to, I don't really like numbers and rules.
Oh, so. She hates a rule.
I do. You tell me there's a rule, I'm going to break it.
So what we're going to do, put together a list of things we're going to do in 2025. Now it is April.
I have a list.
It's April.
It's been on my fridge since the end of last year.
I also have a list, but it's on my phone, and we're using my phone right now to record. So I'm going to do it off memory. Mine's going to be probably more like vulgar, not vulgar, but like fun than yours. Because yours is like yoga.
Mine is finding peace this year. Mine's totally different.
Mine's like having fun.
Yeah. And that's great because we're still going to intersect.
Yeah, and my having
I'm going to
fun,
bring peace to your life. You're going to bring fun to mine.
Literally, my having fun involves you. So yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Do you want to go first? Sorry, let's back up.
Yeah.
This is a list of things we're going to do in 2025. Yeah. Starting today. It's April. Yeah. Whatever the date is. I have no idea.
It's the beginning of the year still.
Yeah. Yeah. First quarter. Q1. Is it?
By the time this airs, it's May. No, it's not.
It's not.
Wait.
Yeah, it is. May 1. No, it's not.
Do you know what Monday is? Monday would have been my dad's birthday.
Yeah, I know that. Mm-hmm. I know that. I wasn't saying it.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. 2025. Here's a list of a few things I put together back in December. If I made that list now, what?
Sorry. Nothing. I'm listening.
If I made this list now, it would be totally different.
Oh, interesting.
I think. Not totally. It would include it. I'm just saying, like, this was me when I was like, this shit needs to stop. I need to, like,
okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like something I didn't put on here in these exact words, but that I put on my 2025 list more time, but I didn't distinguish or like explain what more time meant. But like I would say more intentional time with the boys.
Okay.
Which I've been doing by playing basketball with them and saying yes more and setting my phone down and
hella time with the kids.
Hella time. But like that intentional, like where I can say I see you and they hear that and they see that. You know, it's not just well, you did for a minute, but like, no, mom taught us how to make no-bake cookies. Mom taught us how to make food, like this specific food, and we spent that time. Anyways.
Okay, that's a good one. What does it say? What do you say?
It says more time, but for me, that's just like intentional time with the kids, you know? Yeah.
Love that. I'm going to go next. Now, can you write mine down?
I was just going to like read mine, but...
Oh. You don't want to go back and forth?
We can go back and forth.
Can you write mine down?
Mine's a fucking mess. Yeah.
That's okay.
You want me to write yours?
Yeah. Okay. Just so we have a list together.
Yeah.
And then my phone's not available, so.
Yeah.
My first thing, not number one. I want to invest in my friendships this year.
Ooh.
Yeah. I've learned that like I really value the people that I've had in my life and like people that I've had that maybe aren't in my life now, but like I would like to reconnect with. Mm-hmm. So mine is invest in friendships in 2025. That's one thing I'm going to do this year.
Love that. I like that.
And does it count that I've already invested in Delaney Joe, or is it like we just like start now?
I mean, you're doing it, you know, like you're
like ongoing.
Yeah, it's ongoing. Okay. I like that. Okay. How do I want to categorize these? There's so many great ones. Use before buying, reuse, upcycle, have less stuff, reduce consumption. Those are kind of all in the same category. Mm-hmm. But just saying, like, what do I have that I can repurpose? What can I make myself? Jason and I made a drawer the other day,
dope,
right?
Y'all.
It's actually freaking cool. Yeah, of course.
That's a good idea.
It's like nothing fancy, and we didn't have the fanciest tools to do it. We used what we had to do it. We borrowed tools, got something off of Marketplace, put together a pull-out drawer. Like, it's a slide, and it has all of our, like, pizza pans and cutting boards and all the things. So just, like, reuse. Use what we have before buying new.
Use what we have.
Being creative. And getting rid of stuff. Yeah.
Can you write these down in a different list?
On a different list?
Yeah, I can understand why that would be really frustrating for you, but
I'm going to rewrite all these later. Okay. Yeah, so I'm writing it. Yeah.
I just want to put it to... Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My second one, let me think. I'm sorry, you done?
Yeah.
Sorry. I want to go to Nashville this year.
Nashville.
Put Nashville *****.
Star. I
want to go to Nashville so bad. I'm craving a reason to wear my cowboy boots again.
Oh, do I have to get cowboy boots? I mean, I'm assuming I'm going to go because I'm not letting you go to Nashville without me.
Just to be clear, I thought we had already talked about going. Like
we had
in the fall. Well,
we did
late fall,
October.
Yeah,
I'll just write
Nashville in October.
My handwriting is so shitty.
That's not true.
Well, like,
no, that's not true. Who do you think has the best handwriting, by the way?
The best?
Yeah.
The best ever?
Like who in your life is like has really good handwriting?
Ooh, my former sister-in-law. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna guess her name, but it starts with an A.
M.
Sister-in-law.
The other one.
Got it.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. She has great handwriting.
Love.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You? Who do you think?
I love yours.
Thank you.
Oh, you know who does? This is so random. Kelsey has a friend. You know her. Her name is Brittany.
Okay. Yes.
Brittany has a sister named Courtney.
And Courtney has a cousin.
Courtney has such great handwriting. She does like artwork with her handwriting.
Yes.
It's so nice. But I just like girl handwriting. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, there's like a difference between girl and boy handwriting. Like girl handwriting is like, but some men have really nice handwriting. Like my dad has really good handwriting.
I always liked my dad's handwriting.
Yeah, maybe it's just like a dad thing. Because my brother's handwriting, chicken scratch.
Shit.
You couldn't read a single thing. No offense, Bayo, but like, the fuck does that say? Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Number 3. Go ahead.
Okay. My next one. Let me pick. I'm not picking in any order.
And I have to think of mine. Not think about
hiking. More hiking. I also put yoga, but really what I mean is move my body in a way that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Movement.
That's good.
And right now what's making me happy is backpacking, getting the kids involved, getting Jason and I involved. I love spending time just me and Jason.
Cute.
We're so blessed to have the good kid schedule with the co-parenting.
You can really spend time together as well as with children. Yeah.
When people say, and it's so triggering for me sometimes when people say things like, "Oh, I wish I got a break," or whatever, because I get it. Yes. The kids, the boys go back to their dads every other week. They spend a week there. What's triggering is I want to be with them all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And Jason and I still figure out ways to we're going to come together as a couple. We're going to do things that bring us joy. We're going to do the stuff that we set aside when the kids were here so that we could be really hyper present with them.
Yeah.
And that feels really good. But that means that I'm on 24/7 when the kids are here.
Yeah.
Their needs come first. Everything else is secondary.
Is that just being a parent? Because I just don't feel that type of thing makes me feel like being a parent is not for me.
Yeah.
I have actually no interest in being on 24/7 for another person.
Yeah.
I just can't even.
I mean, there are times being on for another person, for kids, especially with the age that the boys are at, can sometimes look like I trust you to figure it out.
Okay. Fair. Okay.
And but I still have to be there to give them that push of, you know what? I don't appreciate that you're fighting. I don't think you two need to do this. I'm going to walk away.
Yeah.
It's not me figuring it out for them anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm present enough to understand where their little brains are and what they're doing and explain it in a way that works. So, yeah.
Okay.
So hiking, I love the idea that that's something that I'm building, just me and my husband.
Yeah.
It's like dating someone all over again, and yet I still have a beautiful family that I get to do that with when my kids are here.
Yeah,
so
that's sweet. That's really nice. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Now, can I probably can't also add movement to mine.
No, you can add movement.
Okay, I want to add movement.
Yep.
But I'm in not a hiking way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
I've decided that on the days that I don't work in the office, I'm going to do some type of so normally I would go to the gym and that's fine. But the summer's here, so now I just want to be outside.
Yes.
I'm going to start training for a 10K. Ooh. Saying that on the podcast is crazy because now you're going to hold me to it. But I kind of want to train for it. I want to do a 10K. 5K is easy. I can probably do a 5K without doing much practice, but a 10K is hard as fuck.
I was gonna say that's a step up.
Yeah,
yeah.
So I'm training for a 10K. So every day where I don't put 10K, put movement, just so in case we need to go back down to a 5K.
Movement hyphen 10K. It's on here.
Means you got to do it.
Stamped.
Sorry, the 10K is not happening this year.
Okay,
it'll be a next summer thing.
But it's something you're looking forward to, and you're
I'm training for a 10K. So I'm going to do every other day that I'm not, every day when I'm not at work, I'm going to run for 35 minutes, 45 minutes.
I love that.
Just to get my time together. I guess a 10K, maybe an hour. I don't know.
I love this.
So yeah, that's mine. That's my movement. Yeah.
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 I love that.
Yeah.
It's funny because mine, I have a goal in mind, right? And it's it's so different, but it's the same.
Yeah.
And the reason I love hiking so much is you can enjoy gummy and you can chill out a little bit and take a deep breath but yet also there's this getting physically fit aspect that you get out of training for a 10K, which is cool.
Sure. It's not about being physically fit. Obviously, being physically fit to me.
But it's fun.
I'm really so drunk. Okay.
I'm so drunk. I had my Kool-Aid.
Not drunk, obviously.
But tipsy.
A little buzz.
Okay, so movement, 10K. Love it.
Now I have to think of another one. Okay. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Mine seems so dumb the way they're written out. I put content and joy in quiet.
Ooh, tell me more.
I feel like like I have a really hard time quieting my brain.
Yeah.
And like reading a book, right? Like I
Okay.
had that read a book a month, read 2 books a month. Oh, it should be easy. I got stuck again because I find it hard to settle down. I find it hard to take a bath. I find it hard to relax, to soothe my mind, like whatever that looks like. So finding contentment and joy in not moving, right? The opposite of movement, but relaxation without feeling guilt, without feeling whatever.
Okay.
But I think it's about balance too. Because
Okay,
I want to
yeah,
hike a
of
lot, but I
course.
also want to rest a lot. It's that work hard, play hard mentality.
Can hiking not be resting?
It can also be restful.
I mean, it's just like a different type of rest.
Exactly.
Rest that's like not, it's like not it's a mental.
That's more what I need,
Yeah.
right? Is that mental break than the physical break,
Yeah.
but allowing my body to say it's okay to sit still and to have your brain sit still when you do. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I love that.
So that's on my list. Thank you.
Okay. What about number 4?
Sure. I'm not
Number
numbering
4
them. I'm
for
just.
me. I want to read 150 books. I know I said at the beginning of the year 100. I'm at 55 books right now for the year.
Well, you
So,
listen to them on like 3 time audio
just to be clear,
speed.
I'm cheating. I want to make that very clear. Like, I do a lot of 2 times audio speed audiobooks, 2 times speed audiobooks, and that's why
I heard you listening to one at like 2 or 3 times this morning, and I was
you?
like, "Is this fucking
you
English?"
couldn't understand it. I felt like it was so slow. I even I sped it up because I was like, okay,
it
you're
was a
talking too slow.
lot. It was
That's
a lot.
fair. And this one, I'm reading a series right now. Not that you asked, but I'm just
I
gonna say
did.
it anyway. About Amish.
I like Jodi Picoult's book about the Amish. So
Oh yeah, that's a good book. That's a good book. This book, I read the first one and then like put it on Goodreads, and then actually Elena was like, "Hey, I love this whole series."
Nice.
And so I'm like reading through the whole series now.
I saw that you and Elena have updated Goodreads recently, and I'm like, I got to get in there and put in what I've recently
I
done.
update my shit every day.
Oh, I
every
need
day.
to.
So all right, my number 4
I'm gonna
is
add that to mine.
yeah,
Update Goodreads.
Goodreads.
Yeah,
Number 4 is I'm gonna read 150 books this year.
150 books.
I'm sorry. I'm going to listen to 150 books this year. I'm not reading any books, any physical books.
You don't
honestly.
read physical books anymore?
I used to only specifically do that. And then I did one audiobook.
Changed
and
your world.
I recommended it to Kelsey, and she liked it. And so now like I just do audiobooks because that's something we can do together and like talk
That's
about.
nice.
It's like a
Oh, you and Kelsey do them together?
well, not together, but like we
That's
read
so
the same
cool.
book. We like the same type of thing.
That's awesome.
And it's like something we can chat about.
Yeah.
And like it's a good way to keep in touch with someone. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Thanks, babe.
Once I start reading more than 2 a month, maybe I'll
Why?
keep up. I can't.
to 150.
Not that
It's
much.
so important to know that I don't have a life.
No,
So like
I could do up to 5 a month max, probably, and then I would cap out.
That's 60 books a year.
That's a fuck
That's
ton.
crazy.
Yeah, let's deduce.
And I listen to
deduct.
my books during the workday. Like it's all day long. So like for me, it's easy to get them done. But if you like, you can't. So
I think part of it is I have to quiet my mind first too,
Sure.
and my mind never
my
shuts
mind
the
is always
fuck off.
I don't ever dumb. I'm dumb as fuck. I'm just kidding.
You're not dumb as fuck.
I'm a 4th grade spelling bee champion. I know I'm not dumb.
You're smart.
I'm a 4th grade spelling bee champion.
All right, my next one. Let's say I'm not dead yet. That's one of my 2025 things. Like I'm just not, and I don't know how that'll present itself. Like it doesn't mean that I'm going to go out partying all the time, right? But like saying yes more than saying no.
Are you saying yes to shots?
No.
Oh wow. Okay.
Saying yes more than saying no. I'm going to say no to shots. But like being playful is a big part of that.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the puddle at the end of the driveway?
I think you did actually.
That we had the kids and like
and audio. Yeah.
I think it was this last week, and there's a puddle at the end of the driveway, and Elliot got his feet wet in it. He went down, like the basketball went down there, and he had to go through the water to get the basketball, and then he was so mad about his shoes getting wet.
Totally me.
And he like gets pissed, and he walks in the garage and he's yelling about it, and I just went, you know what? Let's embrace it. And I walked down to the puddle and I start jumping in it.
Fun.
And he's like, this is stupid. Da-da-da. Finn starts jumping in it with me. Finn is soaked. I said, have fun, make a mess. I don't care. Like, let's stop being so worried about stuff that doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
And finally, Elliot came out and joined us. And by the end of it, they were jumping in it together.
I didn't realize you were a puddle person.
I'm not.
Are you not? I
No.
love puddles. I love
I just
puddles.
like, I mean, it's not that I'm not. It's just that like, I'm too busy. I don't quiet my mind enough.
That it brings along with it also.
Yes, like I'd have to, there's dry, wet, muddy clothes that need to dry that then need to be washed that like are muddy, you know? But yeah, we were out in that for a while. So I'm not dead yet in whatever way that means.
Yeah. Love that.
I had a great time. It made me remember what being a kid is like and trying to create an environment that the boys can also lean into it.
Love. Okay.
Yeah.
My last one, because I can't think of it.
That's
anymore.
fine.
Number 5. Let me think. I guess, can I just put like my word of the year is authenticity?
Yes.
So like, I'm going to be authentic this year. I'm going to stay true to who I am and say what I feel and say what I believe.
End relationships when you need to.
Okay. I'm going to try.
You already did. Like,
I guess
let's celebrate that.
That's true. Okay. I could have done that sooner, to be fair. Like,
so what? You did it.
Yeah.
You did it. And that's the big
so
thing.
Sad about it though. Like,
I know. But like, hold space for being sad about it, but also celebrating yourself for like not putting up with it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I should be proud of myself for doing it because I would never, like, me last year would have just like been still going on with what we were doing with. Like,
yes,
me this year is different. Like,
no,
I'm prioritizing reclaiming my time.
Reclaiming
my time, like Maxine Waters said. I'm reclaiming my time.
I love it. I think it's beautiful. That should go on here.
So I'm authentically reclaiming my time and being authentic in who I am. So if you don't like it, go to hell.
If you don't like it, don't be here. Like,
if you
whatever.
Don't like it, whatever. Honestly, I like it. I like who I am. My people like it. I hope, like, you like it.
Yes, okay. Of course.
Me asking for
validation.
You
being you. I love you being you.
What if, like, you don't know me? Like, what if, like, me being me? No. Like, what if, like, me being me is someone different than you've experienced for the past, like, 6 years of our friendship? Like, this is just, like...
Let's get there, then.
Oh, my God. Do you think you'd still be around?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, my God. Wait. Okay,
is it? So I mean, nice. That's kind of too like what marriage is. Like,
oh, I would have no idea.
A lot of people get married young, right? And they think they know who the other person is, but they're still settling into who they are.
You're still growing when you get married.
People aren't done growing. You're gonna be a different person than you were 6 years ago, like however many years ago.
Do you feel like that not validates? That makes divorce easier, knowing that like the reason a lot of relationships don't work out is because people grow and don't grow together.
I think
and, like, that's what happens.
I think it makes divorce less excusable. In the sense, and this is coming from someone who's divorced, so come at me, whatever.
What the fuck are they gonna say?
I don't know.
Hello?
Like, I'm divorced.
Every situation's different also. It's like if
whatever.
If the shoe fits, I don't know.
Great, wear it. If it doesn't, put it back on the fucking shelf.
Put it back on the shelf.
Yes.
It probably was ugly for you anyway.
Yeah. But I think it makes divorce inexcusable in the sense of when we get married as people, we need to understand that comes with I want to help you grow into whatever version of you makes you feel the most comfortable. And I think, like, you're a really good friend in that sense. Jason's a really amazing partner and husband in that sense. My kids are amazing because they understand, like, who I am right now. Like, I have different versions of me. And you present differently and you whatever. But over the years, like, I'm going to try and be a better version of myself.
Yeah.
Or a more authentic version.
Yeah.
And Jason always tells me when I, like, peel another layer off and I say, how would you feel about this? Or what do you think about this? And he's like, do you feel like that's you? Do you feel like that's, like, something you want to do? Great. Like, I'm still your husband. I still support you and I'm here for you.
Is it so comforting to know that he's known you your whole life? Not your whole life, but, like, long enough that, like, he's seen so many different, like, versions of you that, like
he came back around and fell in love with me as a different person than he knew me as before.
You're totally different than you were in high school. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he loves you still.
Yeah.
And he loved you then and he loves you still.
Yeah.
Is that so comforting to know? To, like,
it's so sweet.
Is that so like that makes you so confident in your relationship that, like, he's gonna be here for the long haul?
It makes me think he still sees me as what I saw. Like, the me that I was in high school was unburdened by the world, unworried about things, didn't have, like, financial stress, didn't have children, didn't have hormonal acne, didn't have whatever it is, right? But all the things that I didn't yet have, that I have now, he loved me then, he loves me now. So I guess it is soothing.
Yeah.
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 Soothing is the right word for me.
I don't think you know how lucky you are.
Yeah.
Like, that's so nice to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have what people, like, wish for.
Oh my God.
Like, literally.
So sad.
Why are you
like,
sad? Sad?
It's sad, like, sweet. Like, well, he also...
It's such a blessing. You have no idea. Like, it's just so, like, yeah, I can't even, like...
Well, and Jason and I didn't date before.
Sure.
But we had this, like, very intimate friendship.
Yeah.
In a way. And it wasn't, like, it didn't cross any boundaries. It wasn't inappropriate.
Yeah.
But, like, I had also invited him when we were kind of, like, seeing each other, whatever it was. I had invited him to my cousin's wedding with me, and I was in her wedding. And he had to ride with my dad to the venue. Like, he got to meet my dad.
Yeah, that's so special.
Yeah.
That's
and,
so
like,
special.
did he know him super well? No. Like,
but still.
But he got to meet him and, like, know who Mark Davidson was, you know? Like,
and I don't know that man.
No.
Like, I've never met him.
No.
That's so special.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Like, that's really
And,
cool.
like, so yesterday while I was gardening, side story, I'll come back, I promise.
You're fine.
But while I was gardening, I thought I had created a station. I hadn't, and apparently it was all, like, my starred music, and I had it on our loudspeaker out back. And so it goes from, like, sad to, like, screamo to, like, rock to inappropriate rap to all these things. And before I know it, it's my dad's voice.
Oh, yeah, because you have your,
I have 3 of his voicemails hearted. And each one, like, the first one, the second one, fuck, I really hope there's not a third one. And then there was a fucking third one.
I would be sobbing.
But as I heard it, I was like, oh my God, I am my father. Like, I had this moment of, Jason will frequently tell me that our oldest is me and I am our oldest.
Yeah.
And I see that in me and my dad. And hearing that
so
message,
sweet.
I was like, fuck.
Oh.
Fuck. So
that's really sweet.
Yeah, it was really sweet. And the last thing for my 2025, I want to garden, and, like, obviously I've started to make steps in that direction.
We're both gardening this year, I guess.
We're both gardening this year.
We'll see who does it more.
I'm not going to speculate.
Yeah, like, we don't want to assume, but only one of us has, like, already put steps. I bought the seeds.
Wow.
I bought the seeds.
Wow. I get some from the seed exchange at the library. So
that's nice. That's cute. Also, today was the Friends of GR library sale. Did you know that?
Oh, shit.
I'm fucking pissed. I wasn't going to read those fucking books anyway.
Yeah, but still, like I want to be involved in the community events.
You do?
No, not really.
I really have no interest, honestly.
No, I don't.
I love a good book sale, honestly, but it's okay. It happens like two times a year, so.
Yeah, it does 2 times a year.
I think so. I want to say like in the spring and the fall.
I'll put it on my radar for next year.
Sure.
Or the fall or whatever. Okay. Next thing that we want to get into.
Okay.
Is the fact that we changed Pick Your Poison.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
someone
we're introducing
doesn't like Pick Your Poison.
I mean, it's fine. I could go either way, honestly. I'm like just like
that's the thing. I want to be passionate about the segments.
Of course.
And I'm not passionate about Pick Your Poison.
Yeah.
Like I could be if we're having a drinking game, like whatever.
Sure.
But like when we're just sitting here talking and like we've just got off a topic, I want to like keep going down a road.
Okay.
And it was halting me, you know?
Let's do something different.
So
tell us what.
We decided this weekend during podcast retreat that we're just like gonna ask each other a question, right? Like a hot take.
Yeah.
Like, what's your take on this? How do you feel about this?
So this segment is called Hot Takes.
Hot takes.
Yeah?
That's it. Yeah.
What does that make you think of?
Hot takes?
Yeah. They're just hot takes. What does that make you think of? Anything specific?
Nothing. What about you?
Hot cakes, pancakes. I don't know why.
Cakes.
That's so random.
Yeah, my grandma always called them hot cakes.
cakes.
You finished your nasty drink.
Listen, I'm drinking tonight. You trying to? Never mind.
I have had a migraine all weekend.
All weekend. So.
I get really bad migraines. I have emergency medication I can take. I don't love taking it. I took one yesterday.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which it put me down and out for a little while, which always sucks. Sometimes I can push through. Most of the time I can't. And so I took a little nap. It settled in. I still had a headache yesterday. And then I woke up and had another headache migraine this morning. Headache turned into migraine.
So we need to we're going to go to the doctor and get that checked out because.
We're going to establish a new PCP and figure that out. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Hot takes.
Carla, I have 2 different questions I could ask you.
Okay.
One is more like
do you want to give me genres?
that's what I was going to do.
Categories?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
One is more like a financial question.
Definitely not that one.
One
Okay.
is more like a sexy question.
Yikes, huh?
Yikes. She doesn't like either.
Sexy. What does that mean? Is it about like a text message you may have seen earlier?
It's not about the text message that I did see earlier. No.
Okay, let's do. Can I hear them both? Can you just ask me both questions? I'll decide which one I answer.
No.
I just like don't want to do the finance one at all. Okay, let's do sexy. I reserve the right to answer this question.
I'm never going to ask you one that you would absolutely 100% not want to answer.
Okay.
Yeah. What is your take on men dirty talking, sexy talking in the bedroom?
Hate.
Or like even leading up to the bedroom?
I hate it even more. hate.
What does it mean though? What does it mean to you if a man is dirty talking? What are they saying?
Dirty talk to me. Dirty talk is like, I don't know, like calling. I don't know, like being derogatory. I don't know, like I just like hate it. I
like to you, it immediately is something that it grosses you out. It's
such an ick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
okay.
Especially if it's like not someone I'm comfortable with. Like,
okay, yes. Like you're getting to know somebody and it's not even personal yet, and they're like, "Hey, girl, what do you think about me?" I don't know.
Yeah, I just like.
I don't even know how do men if you're sending derogatory messages, how are you starting them? And at what point of dating?
And if you happen to listen to this and you might have sent me a dirty text message recently, this is not about you.
Oh no,
I just
it
like
has
that
nothing.
Needs to be said. Yeah. Not that I'm getting dirty text messages.
No, but there's someone you've been seeing that like was asking you some questions
just
earlier
like
when I
happened
communication.
To see it. Yeah, open communication.
Yeah. There's one. It's different if you're like. You're seeing somebody, right? And you're maybe being physical with them and they ask like, how do you feel about PDA, right? Public displays of affection. How do you feel like if we go back to your place and I like assume that you want to kiss or that like whatever, right?
Yeah.
And they're asking you those things. Like that's open communication.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
You know, I actually don't know that I like when people ask that question.
Which one?
Or like a, can I kiss you?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that I like that. I don't know why. I just like.
You want there to go from tension to action.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I guess it's
you're like the green lights are there. Like there's no red flags.
It's obvious. If someone wants to kiss you, to me it is so obvious. Like,
but isn't that a fine line of like?
Yeah, it's dangerous.
A man thinking it's obvious and a woman thinking like no.
I totally get it. And like, of course, consent is.
Yeah.
Consent is super sexy. Like,
but there are some people that are like, please assume consent unless I tell you otherwise, and some people who are like, ask for consent before.
And I don't know which person I am now that I think about it. Like, it just depends on the person I'm with.
It depends, and that's where it gets gray.
Yeah. Do you feel like you always ask for consent?
I always have tried to make consent known, and if I need clarity, do the thing that gets me the clarity.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What does that mean?
Well, like I told you, like that one guy that I said, would you like to kiss me?
Oh,
like,
sure.
We were at his place and he wasn't making moves and like,
yeah.
Come on.
That's so brave.
I'm not here just to like hang out.
Oh, so like to me, he probably thought you were though. Like I'm here just to hang out. It was clear
that I wasn't. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. What about you? How do you feel about dirty talk?
Dirty talk? I don't mind it like leading up to, or if you're not with the person, right? Mm-hmm. Like if you're staying in touch, like when Jason was in Colorado, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were having a lot of dirty talk or texting or whatever. But then like in the bedroom, sometimes it's a turn off, sometimes it's a turn on. It just depends on the mood.
Does it ever depend on what they're saying?
Yeah, I think so.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's so fair. I don't know. I just like can't. I mean, I guess it just depends on what you mean by dirty talk. Like,
yeah,
this is probably TMI for my family that's listening, but like,
whatever. It was my question.
Yeah, true. I didn't know. I had no idea it was coming.
I had no idea. But like, if someone doesn't have a dominant personality and they're trying to like be dominant in the bedroom and they're saying things, and you feel like laughing, that's a turn on. You know, for me, versus like if someone's goofy and they're like goofing around in the bedroom and you're laughing about it, like that's fun.
Yeah.
But like the sexy talk, if it's like,
can you give me an example
girl,
of
get on all fours, you know? Like,
oh my God.
I have no idea.
You could never say that to me. People could, if you're listening to the, like, don't ever say that to me. I would be such a turn off for me. Get on all fours.
Get out of my house.
Get out. What? Get on all fours? Am I a dog?
Okay, I've never had anybody say that. I was trying to think of stuff that like,
fuck?
I don't know. I don't want anything to be like too personal. Like, I don't know. Like, you know. how can I give examples on a show that like, yeah.
Your husband will listen to this, so like he will.
Love you,
this.
baby.
Thruple, we love you.
We love you.
That's the first time I've ever said that to him. Is that crazy? I never say it.
When we left the other day, I think we said love you. Like, didn't we walk out and say love you?
Maybe, I don't know. I do. Like, it's not like a crazy thing.
Yeah,
of course.
like it's not. Of course,
in a romantic way.
Yeah.
I love people. You know what? Is that crazy? I was just thinking about this. I almost fell out of the chair. Did you see that?
These chairs, like some days I feel like they're so comfy, and other days I'm like, where am I in this chair?
Literally.
Yeah.
I think people in general. Okay, I was thinking about someone that was recently saying, and like I'm no longer saying. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Okay, sure.
And how like. I think that person is so easy to
fall in love with.
No, not fall in love with, but easy to love.
Easy to love.
So like if I had just been like, love ya, that'd have been weird. Like I just like I think people in general are like people are lovable creatures. People are lovable. So like for me to say like love you is not crazy.
This is a similarity between our Gemini styles.
Is it? Is it like a Gemini thing? Like
I think parts of it are like
when I say love you, that doesn't mean I'm in love with you.
No.
Like.
I deeply love the people around me.
Like I love being around you. I love
the
you.
feeling
I love you
I
as
get.
a person.
Yes.
But like I'm not in love.
Yes.
So like it's just such a crazy thing to like have to think about. Like because to me it's such like a second nature.
Second nature. Yes.
To like say like love you, bye.
Yep.
And I say it to you all the time, obviously, because
why wouldn't we?
But like it's just so hard to not say like to know what that means to other people, and how like people will not take it the same way.
Okay, the boyfriend that I dated in high school, who I know Jason sort of because of, he was not an I love you person. Like he maybe said it to me once or twice. We dated for like 2 years.
Crazy.
Yeah, but I've always said like if someone said to you, "Do you love easily?" Check yes or no.
I would be like yes.
I would as well. 100%. And not just because I fall in love easily, which
it's
like
not about
I can.
That. Yeah,
I can.
That's not what I'm talking about though. It's just like
people are deeply intriguing, and if I'm invested in them, it's because I fucking
Carly,
love them.
You get me.
Yes,
you just get me. I love that.
Get me too.
Literally. Sorry.
People are so easy to love.
Most people, I would say. Yeah, people. Like there's something lovable about everybody.
Yes.
Okay,
mostly everybody. Yeah.
No, within reason.
There's a few.
But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, we were talking about like with dating and stuff. We went from dirty talk in the bedroom to now talking about, But man, you recently saw who you said is lovable, and
he's so lovable. How can you disagree with that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
How can you disagree?
Yeah.
I don't know.
People are easy to love sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just love loving people. Like, isn't that why we're here? To love one another, to like be good to each other, to learn.
And I think people need to be loved. Like I think like showing love to someone makes people like makes
life worthwhile.
Worth living. You know what I mean? Like so like why wouldn't you tell people if you love someone, tell them.
Tell them.
So like if you're listening to this, I love you. Actually that's probably true. I do love you. Whatever.
Yeah, don't wait till tomorrow to tell people you love them either.
Tomorrow is not promised.
Nope.
Tomorrow is not promised. I can't say that enough. Like you never know.
Call your people.
Call your people and tell them you love them. If you listen to this, I love you. If you're not listening to this, you won't know.
You might. Yeah, who knows? You just wouldn't know. All right. Well, that was my hot take. Like, what do you think about men and sexy banter in the bedroom?
I hate it.
Does that change if it's not men?
No.
What do you think about sexy women chat in the...
I don't think it changes at all.
No?
No.
Okay.
I just like
I get that. I could go, there could be a whole 30-minute debrief on like
100%.
when it's appropriate, when it's not appropriate, how it's appropriate. Like, I think if you're in, if you're in a submissive state, if you're with someone who's a very dominant person.
Okay.
And that's part of it, or like there's degradation play or something like that. Like, sure.
Okay.
But like it has to be, I think, agreed on. Like not everybody loves when someone just goes into like dirty talk.
Yeah. Yeah. It has to be a conversation.
Yeah.
It has to. In the same way that everything, I feel like, I think everything needs to be a conversation.
I would agree with that.
Just to avoid any type of miscommunication. Like,
confusion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything needs to be a conversation.
Yes. I agree.
Otherwise,
I agree with that.
you're getting yourself into a bit of trouble. You never know.
Just a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Do you have a question for me?
I'm trying to think.
A hot take question?
I probably did. Oh.
Yeah.
Tell me how you feel, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I just realized I shouldn't ask this question.
Oh.
Maybe, No, I don't think I will. I don't think I will.
Okay.
I don't want, because I will. It will offend somebody, so I don't want to
Yeah.
ask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. We're not here to, like, offend people.
Yeah. Well, if you get offended, that's why I'm stopping this conversation, because I'm not going to offend anybody. But if you happen to be offended by it so far, whatever.
Yeah, like, sorry.
No, I don't have a hot take question. I'll come back. I'll come prepared next week.
Yeah,
we just decided on
decided
this. So, like, and if I had my phone, I would have.
You would have so many good questions. So I know we've promised a few things, lists, expressions, songs.
It's all coming. We've got it ready. Yeah,
we're just like,
whatever. You'll get it when you get it. It is what it is.
We're Geminis. We have the live in the moment. We have the plan ahead. And right now we're kind of like,
I want to add to my list. I'm gonna get a tattoo this year.
Oh, fuck yeah. We're getting tattoos for our birthday.
That's like a month away. Isn't that crazy?
I got an artist. We just got to send him some shit. So you got to tell me what you're willing to, like, permanently.
I'm so scared.
Put on your body.
Scared.
Me too.
Are you?
No.
Okay, bitch. Fun. I'd like you to be scared with me.
I can, sure. I'm scared. I'm scared to try a new place on my body.
Okay. Do you know where you're gonna put it?
Yeah, like right here.
Ooh, cute.
I might do the left arm.
Are your tattoos? They're all on the same side, or they're not?
No, I have my thigh on my right side,
but then
my foot on my left, my arm on my left.
That's right.
I think I want to expand the arm because I wanted to get like
You want a sleeve?
A partial sleeve. Yeah.
Hot. Yeah. Love girl with a sleeve.
So cute.
They're so cute. Yeah.
Okay. I just like got to figure out if it's going to be a random thing or if it's going to be one piece.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put my name on it or no? Is that crazy?
With your name. Yep.
Would you?
With our middle names.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
All right.
Thank you. So are we done?
I think that's our episode. We're going to get back to podcast retreat weekend.
Yeah. Shots. Shots. Nice.
No, please
Thank you so much for tuning in to Make It to Wednesday, a Hump Day podcast. We are your hosts.
I'm Carly.
And I'm Karla. We are episode 18. Is episode 18?
We think we're episode 18.
If not, whatever. If you like what we're doing here, feel free to like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, rate, review, leave a comment in all of the comment areas, follow us on all of our social media, send us an email, send us a text message, share our shit. SOS.
Share our shit.
Share our shit. We'll be back next week for another fun episode of Make It to Wednesday. Love you guys. Bye.
And that's a wrap on this week's episode of Make It to Wednesday. We hope we've helped you laugh, think, and maybe even get through a tough moment in your week. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, rate, and leave us a review if you loved hanging out with us. Your feedback keeps us going. Follow us on all of our social media for more behind-the-scenes fun and updates. Got a topic or question you want us to tackle? Slide into our DMs or send us an email at makeitowednesdaypod@gmail.com. Thanks for spending